That's not my RV.
It's somebody else's RV?
That's the neighbor.
Does your neighbor want his RV to be live streamed on the
Probably not.
internet?
Whatever.
Too late.
Probably not.
Okay. All right. Hello. Welcome to Siblings Live. It's Sunday afternoon. This is Jessica Miller, one half of the siblings, and the other guy on my computer screen is Jonathan Nelson, my
I
sibling.
feel ambushed. You didn't even tell me we were live yet. I just feel ambushed.
I
You
totally said to
ambushed
you,
me.
are you ready for me to go live? All right, I'm live. And then we were live. Like, that's what happened.
Yeah, I don't remember it that way.
Are
So
you not prepared? You're not prepared?
I'm prepared enough. I'm
Oh.
broadcasting live from the van down by the river. That's not by a river, but I'm in my hammock outside enjoying beautiful South Carolina weather.
I noticed that you
I'll
have
be
some native
swatting out
flamingos.
mosquitoes.
You have
Yeah,
native flamingos behind you.
we do.
Like those,
Yeah.
are those
That's
yours or the neighbors?
no, those are ours. That's Clyde and Bernice. They're
Oh.
actually part of a pinochle club.
Hmm. Are they French? I feel
They're
like they're French.
no, they're Floridians.
They're what?
They're Floridians.
Wait, there's no flamingos in France?
I
That's
don't
weird.
know. Maybe. I don't know. They probably are.
Okay, okay. All right, so
So
I also ambushed you.
you've had a busy week though. Why don't you tell us about your week? It's been
Oh man, I
nuts.
have had a bit. So first of all, Jason and I had our 20th wedding anniversary on Wednesday. We
Dang, 20 years.
celebrated by eating tacos on Wednesday instead of Thursday at lunch.
Taco
We have a
Thursday.
party though. We have a big, huge party happening this Friday, so that's what we're
That's
gonna
gonna be
celebrate.
cool.
And then
We'll be there
Saturday,
in spirit.
I know, I know. Get just dress up like 90s and listen to Sublime, and that'll be good. You
It's
know,
pretty
put
much
on
every weekend for me.
yeah, just do that, but to be like, this is for my homie, and then you'll be good.
Yeah,
And homie,
listen
I
to some
mean
Snoop Dogg.
sister.
Yeah,
Yeah, Tupac, put some California love on. Boom it down by the river. Get a noise
down by
complaint
the river.
violation. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then I literally just walked in the door a half hour ago from my convention for work. So I met some friends in Seattle who also work my business with me. We virtually attended a convention that was happening in Nashville at an Airbnb in
You
Seattle.
you virtually attended.
Yeah. So
Okay,
this little
wait.
thing
You
called
went
the
to
internet.
Seattle to go to Nashville.
Yeah.
Weirdo. That's fun
Yeah.
though. That's cool.
It
You
was
got to
very,
chill with your you got to chill with your
yeah.
crew in Seattle while everybody else was in. I would have rather went to Nashville.
Yeah, it was very last minute for us to get together, and Nashville tickets were crazy expensive. So we were gonna
Yeah,
have to watch it live from the computer anyway. So we're like, why don't we just fly to Seattle? That's kind of like an hour and a half away from everyone. So that's what we did. So,
that's
but
cool.
I got to have
That's
lunch
fun.
with Nicole. I met up with Nicole Reck. We spent the like a good chunk of the day. That was super fun. We went to this bookstore bar, which was
What?
really cool, really cool. So. And then,
I
you
would do
know, did the
that.
Space
That sounds
Needle,
awesome.
did a ballet class, went and had a random ballet conditioning class at Belltown Ballet. It was so much fun, so much fun. So, and I drug
It's
my friends
cool.
along with me. Yeah. So, what
And
have
they're
you been
like,
up to?
"Thanks, Jess."
Yeah, it kicked our butts. It wasn't even funny. Like, it was bad in a good
Yeah,
way.
we. So my week has been not as eventful. I still continue to patiently await my new job to start. And we are in the market for a home. So we've been spending some time shopping and exploring neighborhoods and doing that kind
That's
of
good.
stuff. And then because we moved from Japan, we don't have enough cars for our family, so we have to buy a car. And so we spend a lot of time. I spend a lot of time daydreaming right now.
Mm.
You know,
You
doing
you want to tell
my side work and doing research and stuff.
do you want to tell me what's going on with your face? Like, explain what's going on in this
Oh,
area?
now my beard, it makes me sad, but Anna made cheeseburgers and I really wanted to just enjoy eating the cheeseburger, so I shaved my face so I could enjoy the cheeseburger. without having to like eat around a mustache. Um, the cheeseburger was great, and
Hmm.
after I was done eating, I immediately regretted shaving my beard. So now I
Yeah.
grow my beard out. I'm just gonna start over.
Okay, because it seems a little weird that you would like go to the extreme just to get a cheeseburger. Oh, there's Miles. Miles, you have to
But
come
that's what I
lower.
do. That's kind of what I do, though.
What?
Hey, Miles.
Make rash, impulsive
Why?
decisions? Hmm.
Occasionally. So it may seem rash and impulsive, but I do a lot of thinking about things like that before I do it. And then when it's time, I just do it.
Oh, so you've already made the
That's,
decision. In your head, you were like, the
correct.
moment I have to eat a cheeseburger, I'm gonna shave my
No,
beard.
no, I was thinking I would like to see what it's like to shave this beard. And I had been thinking about it and kind of talking to Anna about it. I'm sorry, I have mosquito friends.
Mm.
Um, And she was like, if you want to shave the beard, shave the beard. If you want to keep the beard, keep the beard. And it's too much pressure, right, to make my own decision.
Mm.
So eventually it just came down to the cheeseburger was the tipping stone, uh, the tipping point, right? So then I was like, okay, well, I shaved it. Now I know that I don't like to shave my beard.
It was pretty
So now,
majestic.
oh yeah, it's coming back for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
sad you didn't have a ritual like we did for Miles, like for
Don't
his
think I
little
did.
mustache.
I had a ritual. It just wasn't televised on the internet. As soon as I got the clippers out, like Anna started playing some like Enya music and
Yes, good,
Jerem. Yeah, yeah, it was great. It was
good.
funny.
Okay. As long as we had a proper ceremony for the beard shaving, it's good.
Yeah, it wasn't nearly as epic as shaving Miles's mustache.
That was pretty epic.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. So he
Yeah,
got a goal
I
this
mean that's pretty
weekend,
much it. I saw the video.
right? Pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
he's a soccer player.
the sock. He likes the football. Football. What do we call it? I don't know. I'm not a soccer
Football,
player.
football.
Football. I
It's
guess I need to
called
start like
football
figuring that
by
out,
the
right?
rest of the world. It's called football.
He likes football, but not the contact sport that we play in America. He likes the more civilized one where you actually put your
Oh
foot
yeah,
on a ball. So,
yeah, it's pretty
okay.
cool.
So I changed the topic on us for today last minute because I thought it would be more fun.
Yeah, yeah, and that's one of the things that I hate about you.
Hey, not yet. Let me explain it. So
Okay.
the topic is 10 things I hate about you. Now let me give some ground rules. We're going to talk about 5 things. I get 5, you get 5, that were annoying to us when we were children about each other, but that we appreciate now. Basically, it's what do you appreciate about me now
Oh,
that you've hated?
okay, okay. I don't know if I have five. I might have like two.
I'm up to 6.
Wow, good job. I'm a good person. I'm an annoying good person.
It's my little clipboard. Does that count?
Yeah. Oh, it's the best clipboard. It's quite.
Oh my gosh. No, my convention, just so you know, that we're expanding to Japan, and they literally said one of the things that they're excited about is the concept of kawaii. And I'm like, oh, you should be excited about kawaii because that is the best.
So now people can go Rodan and instead of Rodan and Fields, they could go Rodan and Fields. It's so
Whatever.
kawaii.
It's so kawaii. I hope we have like a mascot. Anyway, I'm off track. Let's do, let's
Okay.
do. You want to go first? Oh, you're sitting
No,
up. That
you
means
go
you're getting
first.
serious.
Yeah, yeah, I'm getting serious. I had sunlight in my eye.
Okay. All right. So I will say the first thing that popped to my mind was the fact that you used to have like art supplies and pens and airbrushing stuff all over the freaking house and styrofoam. Like you had your hands in like all this like artsy craftsy, but like in a dude way. It was like dude arts and crafts. So it was styrofoam, those figurines. What were those things? You have them still. I
Uh,
know you have them.
Figurines. Warhammer
What
40K. It's a game.
Warhammer 40K, and you would paint them meticulously, and then you would like
Still
had
do.
model glue. Like your crap was everywhere, dude. It was everywhere. But now that I'm an adult, I realize that you just have an artistic brain, and like that's just like you expressing yourself in creative avenues. And I really appreciate that now because it comes out in your writing and on the
Mm,
internet. And but like
mm.
as a kid, I was like, we don't have enough space for all these children.
We had
And
plenty of space.
we
What are you talking
did not.
about? There was
No.
plenty of room in our house. You
So much
didn't
room.
have to share a room with your brothers.
Yeah, I didn't, but I still had to put up with all your crap everywhere.
You always had your own room.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
she's
but
gonna
you
have her
liked
own room because she's the girl.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
Okay,
so that was the first thing that came to mind.
my turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna use your creative talents against you.
Hmm.
I used to hate listening to you practice the piano. It was horrible. And you would whine and complain about it, and mom would yell at you, and dad would yell at you, and then you would like angrily play the piano. But now it's fun to listen to you play the piano.
Do you remember
Is
like
that's kind
everyone would yell at me pretty routinely, like, "We're trying to watch TV. Stop playing the piano."
of yeah. And I don't remember that. I'm sure it happened, but
Big time.
I mean I just remember like trying to read or like I was on the phone. And you were like, eh, 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 eh. Like, what is she even playing right now? Angry Phantom of the Opera or something. I don't know.
Probably. That's probably what it
But
was.
now it's my favorite. Now I like listening to you play. And as an adult, I think that's really cool because your kids both have some
Yep.
musical aptitude. Yeah,
They
which I
both
think
play the
is fun.
piano. That's super
Mm-hmm.
fun.
It's super
Okay,
cool.
second thing.
I'm gonna fight
Oh
you
my
already. I
gosh.
can tell.
So
Like
the
I'm gonna
second
buy a
thing,
plane
like,
ticket. I'm gonna come fight you.
I know, probably with this one, yeah. You were a little bit sneaky as a kid. Like, you had a sneaky streak. I can remember one time I was like 10 or 11, and you were like, Jessica, I know where the Christmas presents are. Do you want to see them?
Oh yeah, I always knew. I always knew.
I know. And I
Yeah.
was like, I wanted to believe, right? But that was the year I remember, like, oh, I can't fake it anymore. Now I know the presents are in the house. But now I think that's just natural inquisitiveness. Like you are naturally curious about like so much crap, and I think that translates well as an adult. Like it's not sneaky. You just want to know why things work, how things work, where things are, where everyone else
But
is.
I enjoy being sneaky though. It's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Mm.
but as a kid, I was like, dude, can you just stop? And you would get in my crap all the time. Like you would get in my room and or maybe that was the younger boys. That might have been the younger boys.
Dude, you had it? No, you had a book. You had like a Wiccan Good Witches Bible or something
Yeah,
hidden
that
in
was
your
cool,
room.
right? No,
Yeah, yeah,
It was Celtic cards. Like it was like tarot cards, but it was a Celtic version.
yeah,
That was
yeah. It was
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
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 Oh, let's see. What's something that annoyed you or annoyed me about you? Um, okay. I'm gonna go right for the throat. You could do nothing wrong. You could, like,
Stop.
it didn't matter. It didn't matter. It didn't matter.
That's a lie.
Uh,
That's a
could
lie.
not ever do anything wrong. Not the sweet angel baby, right?
Mm.
And now what I appreciate about you is you still can't do anything wrong. You're still, I mean, you just kind of have that, I don't know, what's the word, that grace about you, right? Like you get stuff done,
I do like to
but
get stuff done. That's true.
you still you can't do anything wrong though.
Yeah, you're not in my head. You don't know how many things I do wrong every day.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to apologize for just being who you are and what you're doing.
Yeah. No.
I don't know. That's it.
I got a
But
plan.
man, when you were like paying me $20 to
Mhm.
like, I was supposed to be chaperoning you and your boyfriend, and you're like, here's $20, go away.
I totally forgot
Yeah,
about
yeah, no, no, I remember that.
that. Because I couldn't do anything wrong. At least I paid you for your
I
silence.
think I think all three of us boys made some money off of that deal.
I would give you money and say, like, go get some ice cream. Like I'd pay for AM PM trips is what I would do.
Hot dogs, hot dogs and
Okay, so
Slurpees.
on that same note, like you were the most moody teenager of moody teenagers. Like you were
Oh, I'm so
so
moody.
angsty. Oh my gosh, you would like
Oh,
so angsty, right? Like you would just like mope around the house and like you'd write these sad poems on the wall.
roll your eyes at my poetry. I'm a creative soul.
But I gotta tell you, like that trained me so well for having a mildly mopey teenager. Because like whenever Miles is a little mopey, I'm like, oh, this is nothing.
Oh,
This is nothing.
that's funny. That's funny.
You're not
Man,
dyeing your hair black.
I had something. I had like a fleeting thought about something that I was gonna. Oh, I got you. I got you. Like I never knew what you were from minute to minute. Like 1 minute you're playing softball and basketball, and the next thing I know, you're a cheerleader, and then you're acting, and then you're playing the piano, and then you're doing. And I'm like, what? Who is this person? Like, when did Jessica become a cheerleader?
Yeah, that was a
Strange.
weird thing, right?
Strange.
That was weird.
That was,
That was strange.
yeah, it was a weird phase. It was a weird
Hmm.
phase that continued into adulthood
Yeah.
because you were still a cheerleader. Yep, yep. Which is good because now I understand the importance of that type of support, right?
Yeah.
Very loud, very vocal, and coordinating other people to rally around a cause
Oh
for
yeah,
one thing,
that's
which has made you a better attorney, you know,
yeah. I'm good at a.
because
I'm a mother hen.
you know how to rally a crowd
I do. I know how to. I
with
do know how
hand
to tell a
motions.
story.
Instead of doing the clapping, though, you're like knife handing and listen to
I do
me.
this a lot.
Let me
And then
say,
I point like this. Like I always dramatically at some point in my closing argument
like you're a flight
point
attendant.
at the defendant. I'll point at him with two fingers and I'll be like that man or that woman. Like I totally call them out like in a very mom way. And
I think that's probably derived from that time where you thought you were going to be a flight attendant,
oh
and you
yeah.
probably practiced that. Yep, yep.
That's
I
absolutely
remember
where
that.
it's from.
Because you like stressed about that. Like, oh, I'm gonna go be I might this that. And I know you were practicing because I know you.
I did.
You
Well,
were
I
practicing.
went. Did you know I went to the interview and found out there's actually flight attendant school? Like I should have gone to a
Yeah,
school before I interviewed. Didn't know that. That's why I
imagine
didn't
that
get
at the
hired.
school. Yeah, in the United States Air Force, they call those people air crew members, and they have like safety of flight things that they have to do and training that they have to have. And you're just like, nah, I want a uniform and I want to get paid and
I
travel.
wanted the cute uniform with the scarf. But then when I walked in, and the first thing they had me do was grab a fire extinguisher from an overhead compartment without getting on my tiptoes, and I actively laughed about it. I was like, maybe they're not going to hire me because I find this so amusing.
Yeah.
I'm not taking it seriously. So,
Yep.
um,
And now that I've
okay.
flown so much, 20, 21 years, a lot of international travel, a lot of travel around. Uh, it takes, I mean, you got to be a badass to be flight crew, to do those
Yeah,
trips all the time. I
I
mean, it's
agree.
rough. Yeah. It takes mental fortitude.
Hmm. So, one of the things that used to really make me mad from like birth on was that you stole my childhood.
Oh my God.
Like you literally like it was always,
Oh,
the boys and me. Like you were the catalyst
here
that
we
started
go again. Jessica's sob story. She's got to have her sob story about her childhood.
my childhood was stolen by my brother Jonathan. He came into this world and I punched him to establish dominance. But then
She
from
still
then on
hasn't learned.
out, you know. So, but as an adult, I'm glad because I like that we're so close in age because we get along well. And we've always, like, even when we were transitioning from that, like, kids to, like, young adulthood, like, it's been, honestly, it's been nice having someone that's known me my whole life for the most part, you know.
That's me.
That's
I
you.
talk so much crap. I know so much dirt.
Oh yeah, right back at
Well,
you.
yeah. Well, we'll have to get sneaky about the dirt.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So I stole your childhood, but now let's see something that relates to childhood. Um, oh, you want to talk about stolen childhood? You want to talk about stolen childhood? I just got stressed because I'm in the RV park. Um, uh, you you had the nerve to come play on my baseball team when
I
you
had
were like
nothing
a
to do with that.
grown adolescent kid, and I was
I'm
like,
I'm
why the
I'm
heck?
protesting this.
Why the heck? No, why the heck is my barely older than me sister, but who is obviously matured a lot more than I have, playing on the same little league team as me, and this is messed up. This is messed
It
up.
was,
You were the biggest.
that was
You were the
Dad.
biggest kid on
Yeah,
that
I
team.
know. I know.
Uh,
Do you know how embarrassing it is to wear white pants with a bunch of dudes and you're like the largest person there? It's not
yeah,
fun. It was not fun for me.
I I think that those pictures though of like all of us boys and then
Hmm.
you, and now we're all like twice. We're all like three times your size.
Oh, I know, right? Like you
We
guys
could
were all
we
here,
could
and then
recreate.
I'm clearly
Yeah,
like awkward 10-year-old, like
yeah,
weird
yeah.
haircut, like I don't want to be there. Like it was
That's
like,
funny.
yeah.
It
So
was a nightmare baseball season. It really
that was
was.
the
That was the
worst.
year that I got. That was the year I got hit in the eye with a pop fly.
You
Remember
oh that
that?
shiner
Yeah.
you had was
Oh,
bad.
nasty. I still have I have a piece of bone that floats around in my orbital cavity from that.
I can remember adults asking, like, questioning why I was on the team to me directly. Like,
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah.
weird year.
Because you
Whatever
were
though.
because now here's what I appreciate about you now is
Hmm.
you learn from a very young age to challenge norms. Like this isn't it doesn't have to be this way. Like I don't have to fight that. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that because I'm a girl, or you don't have to do that because you're a boy. Like do your thing. Do what you like to do. Uh,
Yeah,
and
it's
even
true.
though you actually stole my childhood, I appreciate that.
I facilitated your childhood. That's what I did. What does John want to do? I'll make it happen.
Okay.
Unless I'm annoyed with him. So. What I'm really annoyed with is that you and the boys got really good at Smash Brothers and took my joy from me. Like, F you guys. Were you involved in that or was
What
it
do you
just
mean?
Nate and Silas?
I no. I suck at Smash Brothers.
Oh, good. It was then what
Yeah.
I don't appreciate about our other brothers is that they took a game I love, Smash Brothers, and they got so good at it, I couldn't play with them anymore. They would just kill me. And now I literally rage quit whenever I try to play that game with anyone because everyone beats me now. And I just used to
Yeah.
love Smash Brothers so much.
Well, when we were out there visiting, Miles and Jeremiah just like they just massacred each other for hours on end. Like,
Yeah. And
yeah, it was,
so Nate came up one time,
like
Nate
I
had
can't
just
compete with that level of skill.
Nate came up one time, like we had just got it, and Nate's like, "Listen, you want to know how to make your mom mad? Get really good at this game." And so then they proceeded to get him really good at that game. Nate got him so good at that game that I literally can play that game with no one, no one. And then I feel like a mom when I play now because I'm like, "How do you press the buttons?" And it's awful.
Uh,
I'm
because
awful.
you are a mom.
Yeah, whatever.
That's funny.
Don't tell me what I am.
Okay, don't tell me what I am.
Okay,
You're a mom.
so
That's genetics.
yeah, I
Like,
know.
welcome to evolution. It happened.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you have kids. You're a mom.
What?
Hashtag facts. Hashtag real
What?
truth. Hashtag not a deep fake.
Hashtags are meant for writing.
Hashtag.
That's a lot of hashtags. The last thing I wrote down, and I'm not sure what I meant. Oh, talk about it. Oh, yeah. When you were a kid, sometimes you just want to like you would just talk
Oh, I
and
still
talk.
do that.
Yeah, I know. But I'm happy. Like it's better now. Like as a kid, I was like, I just want to eat dinner and I have things to do, and you're like, but now I'm glad because like you have some like that's how we find out all the good stories and stuff is like we have really good conversations.
Because I can't shut up.
Because you just go.
I have a problem. I have a problem. I talk a lot.
Yes,
I definitely inherited that from dad. I think his
oh,
dad
big time.
talked his way through stuff all the time too, and with
Yeah,
people. Like I love to chat with people.
yeah.
Was once described as being able to have a deep conversation with a wall.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably accurate.
I'll
Probably
probably.
because you actually did have a deep conversation with the wall, and someone saw you
Oh,
doing it, and they're like, that's interesting.
yeah. I remember laying in my bunk bed, and just like there's always like the rolling constant monologue, and sometimes
Yeah,
it's nice just to be able to let it out,
yeah,
not
yeah,
have to
that's good.
hear it inside. You could say it to
You
people.
just say it out loud.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a bonus one.
Oh
My
no.
bonus one is like you were so impulsive as a kid. Like you would one second we were like playing a board game, the next second like you're trying to figure out how we could like get on the roof and fly off it. And then the next minute
Yeah.
you're like, let's run away and join the circus. And then the next minute, like we were all over the place. Like whenever we decided to
Like
let you decide what we were doing, like all over the place. So,
yeah.
but I like that now because like you have really creative ideas and you come up with some really crazy things for your family, but they are super fun and like you guys have like I think you guys have grown a lot. For example, living in an RV down by the river. Like you've spent the last 6 months like I feel like maybe that could have been a little bit of an impulsive decision buying an RV without seeing it first and driving across the United States. But
But it was
it's a
thought
life
about.
experience.
Did you read my post from this morning yet? Have you seen that?
No, I
My
haven't read it yet.
stoicism
I've been
study.
traveling.
Like, like the thing I was studying this morning was would wanting less increase your joy, right? And I don't think so. Like I think it's okay to want things. It's okay to think about things, but if you if you if you're too impulsive about it, like I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, and you don't spend enough time thinking deeply about it, then you're just going to be miserable. But
Yeah,
I love to think about stuff. So
yeah,
we thought about this RV for years. I thought about that. We knew we had some friends that did it, and we're like, oh, we totally wish that we could do that. You know, what kind of person gets to do that? How do you get financially to that point? And we had like run the numbers and the game so many times that when it was time to make the decision, either hey, we're going to do it or we're not. You know, nobody sees all that planning and the talking
yeah.
and you know, every time you're driving in the car, you're talking about, well, what if we do this and what if we do that? They just see that, oh my God, like John took the whole family and moved them into an RV. Um, but that's something that all. It's funny that you bring that up because like conversely, that's always been something that really bothered me about you is like everything had to be planned. Like
Right.
I'm, I'm gonna take this class and do this thing and have this and this and this and this is how my life is gonna go and then I'm gonna have this many kids and then this is gonna happen and
This is true.
and
This
it
is
was
true.
just like like
Yeah.
uh,
I was like, I will get married after I
none
graduate
of
from
that
college. I will
and
have three
none of
children.
that worked out. None of it worked out. So it's like what am I getting at? But
What
what
are
I
you talking about?
appreciate about it
Everything I
now,
planned has happened in some way.
no, no, no. See, it's the opposite. Like you had planned on a specific thing and then you were grateful for the way it turned out. I just made so many plans that I could be like, yeah, see, totally planned it. Um, I totally knew this would happen. This is exactly how my life would be. I knew it from the start
Knew from the
at
beginning
one
that in
point.
20 years I'd be sitting in a hammock by the river.
Right. But what I like about that now is that you could be very intentional about like, hey, this is how I'm going to get to the life that I want, which is really
Yeah.
cool. Like like intentionally losing a bunch of weight and getting healthy. Like I never
Yeah.
like 5 years ago, I would have been like, Jessica is struggling and she's having a hard time. And now I'm like, damn girl, like maybe I should take a ballet. No, I don't do
You
ballet.
should.
I just do cardio. I just do cardio.
Yeah, I know.
Leg day
Well, because
today.
I mean, some things take longer than others, right? And so, like, when you have
Yeah.
a long-term goal, plans are You like planning is good, but like when you want to be able to be impulsive, you need to not have every minute planned of your life. So,
Yeah.
and I tend to
So
over
the
plan for that.
the way we used to say that, or the way we used to say that back when I was active duty military, back when I was in the Air Force, we used to say it's not the plan that's important, it's the planning. So the ability to plan and the ability to start thinking, we call it the calculus, the mental calculus. Like what's this? What's that? What are the different variables that are coming in? What happens if this happens? What are these problem A's or problem B's? The whole there's
Yeah.
there's actually science to it of making decisions, and then when you have the chance to be impulsive, knowing that those decisions are okay decisions to make, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, I agree. I like it. Um,
So that's
Awesome.
6 things that we hate about each other.
Yep. Basically,
Turned
that
out to
wasn't
be
so bad.
pretty okay.
We didn't. I mean, we're not gonna get
Yeah.
in a fight. Look how adult we are. Look
Well,
how
you know
grown up.
that. Like, you don't know how passive aggressive I'm going to be about this.
Yeah, I was actually like after I sent the invite and I'm like 10 things I hate about you. I was like, this could go bad. This could go really bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we talk about something else
Let's
real quick?
talk about how you always use the bathroom. Like it was like you couldn't ever get any bathroom time in our house because you always had the bathroom to yourself.
Yeah, because look at this hair. Can you see this mess? Like,
Yeah,
look at what happens when I don't do
yeah.
anything with it. It just turns into a mop. So,
I don't think that there's anything that I appreciate about that.
yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you. You
Yeah,
used to call me Medusa. So there's that,
yeah.
right?
Oh, okay. Now we better stop before this gets any meaner.
Okay, so let me tell you something. So, Jason, I've been saying for a while I'm going to get a tattoo, and and Jason just called my shot on that. Like, he got me a gift
Yeah,
certificate. And
nice.
I was like, now I have to get a tattoo.
You get to get a tattoo. What are you gonna get?
I I'm going to put the word boss on my hand, on my arm.
Like that? Is
No,
that
it's going to
Times
be
New
like,
Roman or is that Helvetica?
it's going to be like a typewriter imprinted it into my skin.
Uh,
That's what I'm going to do.
I need to
Because
get
I'm
some
the
more
boss.
tattoos.
I'm not bossy. I'm the boss. So,
Yeah.
but I have to get enough courage to do that. So we'll see how that goes.
It's not hard. You just go sit there. You can't be a
Yeah.
baby your whole life.
Yeah.
Why are
Hmm.
you starting? The wrist isn't that bad either.
Yeah, I don't know that.
You'll
I've
be
never
fine.
had a
You'll be
tattoo.
fine. You'll be
Okay.
fine.
And it's not like a big one. I'm just getting the little one. It's just going to be a little
Yeah.
baby tattoo.
Yeah.
Maybe on my forehead.
Well,
Like, I'm
we had
right.
a quote. It was like, meh. What was his name? Something 69. I don't know. What was that dude's name? He's just in court for something. Diming everybody, dropping dimes on everybody.
Oh, I don't know. It's so stupid. People that have like the face tattoos, like. Anyway. All right. So we'll have a good week. That was a good one. That was a quick one. So
Yeah.
I'll make sure to update you on the party on Friday. I think it's going to be really fun. So
Post lots of
90.
pictures when you're done with the
What?
party.
We will. We'll send lots of pictures. So for the world, like we're throwing a 90s themed semi-formal in Chico on Friday. So
Semi-formal.
I'm pulling out a pageant dress that I wore 21 years ago, and I'm wearing that. And Jason,
Oh
yeah,
my God. I
and then
think I know
Jason
which
got
one
a
you're
matching.
talking about.
It's the blue one. It's a floor-length sequined 90s gown.
Oh,
My hairdresser will be doing my hair in a French twist as I wore in the 90s. Actually, this is basically it. This is what my hair's going to look like.
yeah. That's
Epic.
gross. 90s. I mean that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I would
And
just
then we're going
wear
to
a
brush
black
over.
suit and a skinny tie.
Yeah,
That's
we
pretty
have a
much what
variety
I
of
wear
silk
now.
shirts, black suits with skinny ties.
Oh,
Jason's doing the cummerbund. Like we've got a good variety. Like we have some people that are going to do like flannel, more casual looks, and we're like, we'll allow it. We'll allow it. So
semi-formal flannel. It is the 90s.
I know, right? Like the tux shirt and a flannel.
Oh my God.
So it should be fun. Anyway. All
Cool.
right. All right,
Okay,
well, that was a good
everybody,
one. I think
like,
that worked out okay.
subscribe. Hey, do the thing. Like, subscribe, share.
Oh yeah. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends if you find value in this. We'd love your feedback. And if there's something in particular you would like us to talk about, just let us know. If we think we want to talk about it, we'll talk about it. Or
Yeah,
John will
we,
talk
we
about
basically talk about anything. I'll talk and you will listen.
it.
Look at me. Look at
What?
me.
What? Oh,
I
you're
am the
still here?
co-host now. Hey, maybe we could do some interviews. We could invite
Let's
some
do it.
people to talk to them.
If you'd like to be
Let's.
interviewed by the siblings, let us know.
I want to interview JJ.
Yeah, she's in Germany right now, but
Yeah,
she'd
but I
totally
want to
do that.
interview JJ so we could shame you into doing the Disney Marathon with us.
Walking it?
I didn't say run the Disney Marathon. I said do the Disney
Yeah.
Marathon.
Oh, you want me to ruck it?
I don't think you're funny. Jason,
I'm
she's
sorry,
not
that
as
was
funny.
me.
Yeah, but no, there's a couple people I think would be fun to interview.
Yeah, I agree. All right,
It'd be fun to
let's do
talk to
that.
them.
You know what we should do
Um,
is this is totally brainstormed, but maybe you and I should come up with an interview from someone in each other's past, and it'll be like a surprise interview. We'll just like drop
what did
someone
you
in.
What did you say? I can't hear you over the sound of your absurd idea.
No, because I already know who I'm going to drop in. It's going to be fun.
No, no, I'm
No,
not doing
you'll
it.
like it. I promise. It's a good one.
I don't consent. I don't consent.
Well, I don't think you have consent ability in this. Like, it just happens. This just happens.
Consentability? Are you the lawyer?
Yes. I'm also in charge of my own words. All right,
You make
let's
up
go
words
up.
like mom. Okay.
I do. Make sure
Okay.
you get a good climatization tonight.
Oh no, you did not. She's never gonna forgive you for that.
All right, love you.
All right, love you too. Bye.
All right, we'll see you later. Bye.